Back in the Xbox 360 days, I didn't have a whole lot of games for the system. Throughout most of the 360's life, I relied on $1 indie games or free games to get me by. One game in particular stood out to me from the moment I started playing it: Happy Wars. Happy Wars shut down on the Xbox 360 and Steam a long while back, now only being available on the Xbox One and Series X. This was actually a big reason I recently got the Xbox Series X. I really wanted to revisit this childhood classic, if not at least one more time. The gameplay is pretty simple in places and complex in others. The main objective of almost every match is to control the towers and destroy your opponent's big tower to win. This occasionally deviates in special matches or in the campaign. I spent a ton of time in the campaign, as it didn't require Xbox Live Gold to play, and I didn't always have online play available to me. The story is pretty simple as well. The Dark Kingdom's king abducts the Light Kingdom's princess. You go through hell and back fighting zombies, aliens, the works to get the princess back. This also serves as a good tutorial for the base gameplay. Before each game starts, you choose the character you want to play. You have 3 classes to choose from: Warrior, Cleric, and Mage, and each class has a subclass to choose from as well. Each standard game plays pretty similarly, with you advancing toward the enemy's castle, defeating opponents along the way, and rebuilding their towers into yours. These towers act as respawn points for you and your team. I've always loved the tower mechanic, which has really set it apart from other games over the years in my eyes. Once you've destroyed the enemy's big tower, you've won the game, and the search for the princess continues. In the end, you could have probably guessed you do rescue the princess. The final level is pretty unique, as you don't focus on towers at all. Your main goal is to find the real princess amongst a slew of imposters before the timer runs out. After rescuing the princess, you've beaten the campaign, but you can always return to it and try it out on harder difficulties. The multiplayer is where this game shines, although you'll struggle to get into games modern day. It's nearly impossible to get into quick matches, where you and your team fight an enemy team of real people, and spotty at best to get into special matches when they're available. Your best bet is going to be co-op, but you'll almost always be waiting a few minutes to get into the game anyways. Co-op is the standard Happy Wars experience, but instead of fighting other players, you are fighting a team of bots. What makes this mode particularly worthwhile as opposed to quick match is that there are bosses who spawn in occasionally who are much harder to kill and award higher level medals for dealing the final blow. This brings me to the medals and leveling up. Medals act as commendations, where if you do something notable, such as build towers 3 times, kill X amount of enemies without dying, etc., you'll make an appearance on the hero pop-up and receive a medal. These medals, as far as I understand, directly affect how much XP you get in a match, if not the action required to receive the medal. You level up your account and items in this game by playing the game, however this only works in online modes. It takes a lot to level up, which is unfortunate as it's required to upgrade your weight cap for your character's gear. Each class has a different weight cap, which is upgraded when you reach certain levels. This weight cap determines what items you can and can't equip, with the best items having a higher weight, meaning you need to be a high level to use them. This is an interesting way to handle progression, and while I like it, I'd like it a lot more if it didn't take so long to level up. How do you get these items, you may ask? Gambling! Happy Wars, being a free game of course, includes microtransactions in the form of happy tickets. You use this premium currency on a slew of items, but the most prominent use of these tickets are on happy cards. This is the best way to get good gear for your characters, and I've probably spent as much money on these as I have Fortnite skins. Of course, if you don't want to pony up the cash, there's a version that uses the game's free currency, Happy Stars. Happy Cards Lite obviously won't get you as much good loot, but I've gotten some really good stuff from it once or twice. Happy Wars holds a very special place in my heart, and remains one of my favorite games of all time. I still play a bunch, and it's crazy to me that this game had collaborations with games like Castle Crashers and Minecraft, and was the one game left in the dust. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the game. To me, it's one of the best free-to-play games of all time. Thank you so much for watching, please have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!